Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thanksgiving week, everyone, on a Monday. There is 3 work days for me this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10-hour days, holiday. Nobody is working on Thanksgiving this year in the plants. I wonder if it's because, I don't know, somebody like me, if I would choose to work, do they really want to pay me almost $100 an hour just to work on a holiday? Well, in my opinion, I don't have to eat necessarily a turkey on Thanksgiving proper. I can eat a turkey the day before. I can eat a turkey the morning before I go into work because I work second shift. Before I would not want to pass up the opportunity to get $100 an hour. Just saying. Okay, well, got a couple of tips for Thanksgiving. And of course, my prop wrapped. I left my prop at home. Shoot. So I'm going to try to do, what is this? I have an old McDonald's cup here. I can use this as a prop. Really, the thermal cups that are sealed that you can prep ahead of time. Fill them with hot water, boiling water preferably, and then put your smoking hot gravy in, preferably, in my opinion, carnivore gravy, into the thermos. Couple of them. You know you have tons of them, whether they're Yetis or what have you. I probably wouldn't use this one. Reason being is it has a straw, as you can see on the top, and that would leak out. Delicious electrolytes. That would leak out some of the heat. So it would have to be a very self-contained without any openings on it. And when you press the button, you can disperse the hot gravy throughout the entire meal on top of your meat. It is a phenomenal idea. Gravy boats are so year 1999. Seriously. I have one. I have a couple. I do. Mother-in-law's set, my mom's set, my own set of gravy boats. I keep the sets of china merely as a memory. I wish the daughters would want their grandmother's china. That would be easily passed on, but I don't think they're into that. I better behave. There's a policeman behind me. Yikes. Behave, Jerry. Well, apparently yesterday people said I went through not one. I thought for sure I went through one. That I know. Apparently I went through 2 red lights. I watch the traffic. I don't watch you guys, so I don't engage with the chat. I see Lynn's picture there. That I can see. It's not sunshiny, so I can best distinguish that. I think she's saying hello to people. I don't know if she's saying John or Juliet. So hello, John and or Juliet that Lynn say hello to, and anybody else that happens to be in this chat. I think Amy said she was having some car work done, so I can't advance the screen to see. And we all know it's not safe. There's no red lights for me to go through. Just saying. Okay, now I understand that a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot, a few people have mentioned in the lives that they are cooking the Chris Cooking Nashville original that it wasn't mashed potatoes. Plus, he ate them. He didn't complain. He's not a gravy person either. And I make the gravy with beef, my own beef or chicken or turkey, bone broth, stock, and I just cook it down. What starts out as a big pot of bone broth ends up being, at the end, after I'm done, maybe a cup of gravy. And it's so concentrated, kind of salty, but that's okay because I drink the electrolytes every day and I prefer them extra salty. I've passed out electrolytes at my job to people and given them the electrolytes. Oh my goodness, Jerry, this is so salty. This is just, let's just put a little more water in. One man's salt is another man's. I use one packet. If I'm having a leg cramp in the middle of the night, I'll use one packet, maybe in a Dixie cup. I don't know, what is that, 4 ounces of water? My leg cramp is gone right away. Today was the Kelly Hogan class. It was the last class for this November. And I haven't yet canceled for the month of December because typically, let's be real, I don't eat during the month of December. So last year I thought, why participate in the Kelly Hogan class? I think I want to be able to participate to be able to help other people. That's my job. Kelly is my coach. I think every coach should have a coach. And that's why I hired Kelly Hogan. And in my opinion, the value that I get from taking her course is $50 a month for every session, once a week, for the entire month. $50, bargain. The book that she gives out, her handbook, is the ultimate. So I would say to anybody to want to be a coach, to glean information, take a Kelly Hogan course. It's not saying that you're not above learning more information. You're learning different information. We have guys in our course. So if you're a guy and you want to get in on the Kelly Hogan courses, yes, the majority of the people in the class are women. True statement. But there are a couple of guys. So we welcome men and women in the class. That's my second tip. Give yourself a Christmas present, for Pete's sake. As a coach, I charge $1 a minute to be able to coach. I go to the people. I specialize in that face-to-face. Obviously, I'm not going to go to somebody and coach them in Florida unless they want me to. But that's a whole other discussion, and we're not going to talk about it today. The people that I coach know what they're getting into because it's their design. They ask me my opinion based upon my knowledge, my journey, what I went through being a 363-pound woman, losing 163 pounds, getting into Wonderland, and then zooming right back up and doing this yo-yo business. And I said, that was enough. Enough was enough. So I want to be able to gently tell people, don't play the game with yourself. Don't think, again, I'm giving you my opinion. Please don't misconstrue what I'm about to say. You may or may not agree with me, and that's fine. We all have freedom of choice, make our own decisions. My opinion is, why should I, because I know I'm a sugar addict, I know I'm a carb addict, why should I move ahead and eat that bag of, enter the name of any candy, enter the name of any ice cream, let's say Culver's custard. There was a time, ice cream right here. There was a time I would buy Ben and Jerry's ice cream by the pint, sit in front of the TV, and eat a pint a day. Now, for my treat, now I'll make a Kelly Hogan individual ice cream or a Dr. Kiltz batch of ice cream. If I'm having a fat day, and consuming more fat than protein, which is very rare, but I will enjoy ice cream for breakfast. Kelly Hogan, fatty ice cream, that is. Love it. That recipe is also, you can find that anywhere on the web. In my opinion, you can Google anything. Ask the Google machine or Alexa or whatever device that you use. Hello, device name. Give me the recipe for Kelly Hogan's carnivore ice cream. And AI will give you that exact recipe. Yesterday, oh my Lanza, I totally enjoyed the live yesterday. And I said jokingly, of course, that I was Amy's warm-up act, meaning I scheduled myself. Unfortunately, I scheduled under Juliet's time. I really did not realize it. I scheduled myself in such a way that I would do for lack of a better word, side dish, starter dish event. That's why I made the carnivore seafood casserole. I called it a casserole, one pot. Brings me to my next suggestion. I know a lot of people do not like to use, and Amy brought it up yesterday about using aluminum foil, etc., etc. I get it. I know there's people out there. I am one of those people that still use aluminum. I do. But I just recently bought that pan you guys saw me cooking, the ceramic pan. Oh, I love it. I have a huge ceramic pot. Well, you guys saw that, my ceramic pot that I cooked the chili in. It got a little bit scorched, the chili, just a little bit at the end as it was cooking down. But cooking in ceramic is a breeze. I barely soaked it for 5 minutes. And I cleaned up the laundry room kitchen lickety-splickety last week. Same with the pan. So my suggestion to you all is make your efforts as streamlined and easy as you possibly can. Yes, this is the time when people have a tendency in China. I'm looking at China. Your soul. I go through these areas up north where the cell towers cut me off. So my apologies, folks. So I have broken more Waterford Crystal during the holidays because you want, as a hostess, everything to be perfect. And now that I'm old, shoot, I don't care. China has changed. China used to be a very good, high quality product. They're thinner. I still buy the China plates for the dogs. Putting, when it's their birthday, I make a doggy cake. I take cream cheese and I mix it with heavy whipping cream and I put it in a piping bag and decorate it and put some beef dried around the outside and of course a candle. We sing happy birthday. I blow out the candle and remove the hot wax. Then they enjoy it on their China plate for their birthday. Not a tip, but you could call it a tip. So if you have to, bring out the paper plates. If you have to, double, triple them up. Dixie, I know, is a cheap plate. I see a lot of people, this is not a criticism, this is just me. I am the type of person I would prefer to put everything on a proper plate. But yesterday, I had the China down in the basement. It was a hot dish, literally and figuratively hot. I put 4 China plates, and you could tell from the amount of fat that was in there, it didn't soak completely through. But I didn't have to wash an extra plate. Silicone. That's a total time saver. If you don't own silicone, you should get it. Silicone is not plastic. You can actually cook in the microwave. I do almost every day when it comes to the dog's food, their ground beef. I'll nuke it in the silicone, which they say silicone is, look it up, Google it. Okay, silicone is glass. But I nuke up the dog's ground beef or meat cookies in silicone, and it's just fine. And because I live in the country, in the middle of a forest, as you know, wink, wink, the silicone containers that I cook in, after they cool down, I put the food into the dog's bowl. The dogs lick silicone. The silicone container on me yet, but I can't have that down in my septic system. It is not a wise thing, whether you live in the city or in the country, to have septic grease in your septic system. It's not wise. One time, tell you a little story. I remember when the youngest daughter was living with us, and she poured bacon grease right in the sink. That was lovely. We had septic back in that day. Hey, I'm stopping. There's actually a pedestrian, not a stop sign. So she poured the bacon grease down the drain. Dad wasn't real happy at all. But again, city people, they really don't realize, and if you don't own your own home, you don't realize that grease should not go down the drain. Same with beef tallow. I will use coconut oil, sometimes beef tallow, if I'm out of coconut oil, to do pulling for my teeth, to clean my teeth. No, I do not spit in the sink because that will mess up the plumbing. It's an oil. Spit it in the garbage. We're a burning community, so whatever we burn and it's got the oil in there, that burns quite nicely. Okay, what's another tip that I can give you? My mother used to have a, how did they pronounce it? Pagina. I think that was the correct pronunciation. And that was a down, not a blanket, a down, nowadays we would call it a mattress topper, on top of the mattress. And we go to our grandma's house, we loved sleeping in it because those paginas were so warm. So I remember, of course, in a clean bed, my mother and grandmother putting the mashed potatoes in the cast iron pans in the bed and with down pillows encasing because they only had so much. Remember, burners back in the day had 4 burners. And look how we juggle our meals right now, trying to fit everything on the burner, having one stove, etc., etc. They used to put that in the bed. And after the potatoes were done, we'd go in the bed. In an hour, we'd eat. The potatoes were smoking hot, and the gravy was smoking hot to put on the potatoes. Not a problem. Think and space yourself. Many of us that are on this live right now, and I know who you all are, I may not be able to see you, but many of us all know tips and tricks that we've used. So I may not be telling you anything new that you don't already know right now. If you're going to have any alcohol, in my opinion, from catering from back in the day, my opinion is to have one alcohol, I don't know, what should we call it? Punch. Let's call it a punch. One party drink for the entire party. Now you have to segregate the children from the adults. You're going to have to do that. And you're going to have to come up with some sort of an ice ring, not to dilute the alcohol, but yet keep it cold. So consider that as well. And don't be afraid to use plastic cups for the punch. Easy to throw out. I know there's people out there, oh Jerry, but the environment, you're killing everything by putting all that into the landfills. And you wonder why I don't have large audiences on my lives. I don't know. I'm opinionated. I'm a big old lady with a large mouth that's very opinionated. Wow, is it dead here at work? I think maybe there's about, we have over 100 people working here. I give this 15, 18 cars here right now. And first shift, they're in here. So there's not a lot of folks, which is good. That's good. Let me back up and then I can read the chat and see what you all have to say. I have plenty of time. I don't start until 1 o'clock. I want to be able to tell you guys about my lunch, what I packed for lunch. I packed a lot of probiotic foods. You saw what I shopped for yesterday. Sorry about this. I'll put my hand in front of here. You guys saw what I packed for my lunch, or what I bought yesterday. And my lunch includes the Good Culture yogurt, the Greek yogurt, everything plain, of course. I have a ham sandwich, which is between 2 slices of cheese, Swiss cheese, and ham. And I'm going to probably put some mustard on the top of it and eat it that way. That's going to be my sandwich, and then anything to roll in. And of course, I didn't buy anything. Oh, I can take this off. And of course, I didn't buy anything to roll up my ham roll. So that's what I'm going to have. Oh, shoot. I knew I forgot something. The kefir. Because remember, I have to take those stupid antibiotic pills. I'm going to be taking them until I think tomorrow's going to be the end, 1 every 8 hours. But I think personally, this is just my opinion. This is not a health channel, and I'm not giving you information. I'm giving you what happened to me. I had the abscess, root canal 2 on Tuesday. Didn't start feeling cruddy till when I got home. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, dead to the world, dead. Saturday, I felt a little better. I actually took my hair. I had my hair in a braid, all week until Saturday when I took it out of the braid. Didn't wash my hair. I felt like crud. I was sleeping all the time. I think what helped me was those antibiotics are bad news. I think what helped me was the fact that I fasted for the most part. That's what I think helped me the most. Not eating. Starve a cold, feed a fever? Or is it feed a cold, starve a fever? I don't know. But I did eat, so that helped me. Let's check out some of the comments here because I have. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Oh, I need salt water. I don't know if I move my camera to read the comments. Hang on, folks. Stick with me. I know if Michael's on here, my friend Michael, he's going to be very mad because he doesn't like this view. Okay, Terry girls, you're transferring the summer clothes to your winter clothes. Wow. Listening, hurry up, she said. 41 minutes feels like an eternity to me right now. Joke. Fixing lunch. I have to remember to come back in 12 minutes. Oh, I see. And Juliet has a work meeting live on Zoom. That's good. Hey, Juliet. Hello. Watch hours. Listen, you know I need the watch hours. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Hi, Michael. You was early. That's a good. I was early. Not that I'm making up for yesterday when I was late, Michael. What was that early today? 2 minutes, 5 minutes, couple of minutes. Yeah, you worked every holiday too, Michael. Excellent. And Lynn or John has me in his pocket while he's walking. The problem with my voice right now is when I take the antibiotics, it just drives me and drains me. So I'm drinking a lot of liquids to make up for the dry throat, but I feel fabulous. And Lynn says, hello. And you prefer salty electrolytes? Oh, yes. Give me all the salt. I love it. Another nooner. That's right. That's right, Aaron. That's what I thought when I made the title. I was hungry at Walmart and I picked up a beef shank for $6. What? Oh, I love it. Juliet says, back in a minute. Juliet's looking to swap playlists. Her, but I just did with you, Michael. My hours are way down. I think Tuber Chat is on tonight, though. Well, if Tuber Chat's on tonight, I will be listening from work because OSHA approved device. They can't see this, though. Where is this? Sorry if it's making any scratching noises. They can't see this. So I opted to wear the same shirt I wore yesterday because I can hide this in here and zip it up, and they're none the wiser. Since we know plastic does not break down easily, why do we still have it? We should go back to glass. You know, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. Yeah, the paper bags, the bottom does fall, especially in the summer when it sweats. Don't like that. But I do like silicone. Okay, good. I'm caught up to all the comments, so I'm going right back. Okay, I have 4 people. I hope I didn't lose you, Michael. I have this idea, and I'm putting it out there right now. I'm putting it out here live. This is the first time I am telling anybody, but I'm going to post it on the WhatsApp after I'm done with this video. And here's the idea. On my channel, because I need the help. And Lord knows, if I only am getting 4 people on this chat, and generally speaking, I get the same people, and I love all my people. I don't get the big audiences that say a Juliet gets or an Amy gets, because they're on a lot more than me, Amy, the Avenger creator of all things Avenger and songs. I missed my calling as a private investigator. Did I really? Oops, LOL. Pardon me. I would like to do a live and schedule it, and I'm going to be putting this out into the WhatsApps again. Okay, here goes. Stop saying that, Jerry. Just get to the point. That's what you guys are saying. I know you are. I know you are. People that know SEO, gaining audiences, that know YouTube, that know about hours and attracting crowds and making channels bigger. I know people's names. I'm not going to say it on this one, but I'm going to ask people who would like to join me on my channel as a panel of sorts to discuss how to best build a YouTube channel. There you go. Now, I hope nobody's going to be rude and steal my idea out from under me and take it as their own. I hope not. Nevertheless, I want this panel of people to be people such as I'll bring a name out that I know from my channel who's a huge supporter of me. Michael, for example. He can be a part of my chat. I don't see him doing a lot of videos, but I don't have a problem with Michael in the chat telling us about how to best utilize, get more audiences, participation, get more people in an audience. Thumbnails. I'm lacking in thumbnails. Everything's time for me. It sucks that I work second shift. It is what it is. I'm not going to cry, moan, or complain. I'm not going to do it. I have chosen this life, and my life is destined for me. I'm looking for a YouTube panel, a YouTube discussion that I can post and have open to the public. Anybody can join. And people like us, or like you, if you guys want to start your own YouTube channel, can get information that way. The reason I say it with our own people, with our own kind, keto, carnivore people, our own way of life, we should understand each other's wants and needs, and without prejudice. We want to be able to take care of our own, or so I think that way. So, do you think that is a good idea? Does it sound like it's a good idea? I don't know. Let's see if there's any comments. Sorry, I got to turn my camera around. Okay, no comments. So, turning it right back again. Sorry, Michael. Did I make you guys dizzy? So that is the thoughts of the day and some of the tips that I have. I missed your good idea. Okay, my good idea is I want to be able to ask the WhatsApp groups that I'm on for people. I'm going to mention a couple of names. My idea is, oops, somebody made a comment here. Juliet says, okay, I added 30 minutes to your watch. I hope it helps. I don't get half audience Amy gets, and then she has a little smiley face. I would never steal an idea. I've had plenty stolen. Oh man, sounds like a wonderful idea. I think so too. Okay, Erin, I'm gonna go with it now. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you very much for giving me a half hour of watch time. I appreciate it. I would like to ask the WhatsApp people like Juliet, George, Dustin, Amy. She's the Uber creator. She's very good with technology. What we can do, Louis Lolito, what we can do to be better creators, to get better audiences, to get more people to watch our shows. And I, shoot, I wish people, see, I don't understand. I'm going to make a rude comment about myself. People have said to me, I've heard people speak of my channel. I don't take offense to this. They say, Jerry, she's different. Is that good or is that bad? Is it because really I don't necessarily have a niche? I took Carnivore Jerry out of my name title. I don't have carnivore as the sole thing I speak of. I speak of other things. I speak about what it's like to live in the middle of the forest. I speak about what it's like living with a husband that's almost 12 years older than me. I speak about the children that we have. I speak about other things. So I don't stick to one thing. And maybe that's the problem because I don't have a specific niche. So I want to have a panel of people to do a live with me under my channel that we can all talk and kibitz amongst ourselves, whether we chat in the chat box or whether we all come onto the live and talk in little Brady Bunch boxes. That's my idea. So that's what I was thinking, Aaron. What do you think? Good, not good? Hang on one second. There's a comment here, and I had to find out who it's from. Juliet said, I can help, but see above. Oh, shoot. I have to move the camera. Sorry. I can help, she said. I can help, but see above. You need those of us on the panel to agree not to post it live on their channel. People prefer to gather on one channel. Are you listening? Okay. I hear you. I understand. I don't know how to answer that question. Maybe after I post it on our WhatsApp, pardon me a second again. Once I post it on our WhatsApp, if you can expound a little bit better. Terry Girl said it's funny since a lot of us visit some channels, but we also visit other channels because we are all different. True. Jerry Info is Jerry Info. That's what most people bring to their channels, their persona. It's not the game, it's the camaraderie of like minds. There we go. But if you share it, Juliet wrote, but if you share it live on multiple channels, those with higher viewerships will get all the viewers on their channel and not yours. Ooh. Yeah, it's so true. So true. Okay, that's the end of her comments. Juliet says, of course she'd help. Yes, every channel, every creator is unique. You're just you. That's why I keep coming back. We love you. Thank you so much. I don't have the same crowds that everybody has, and I know I'm different. I want to know, how do I get myself to get more people to watch me? Is it YouTube? Is YouTube the problem? If YouTube's the problem, my opinion, I'm turning the camera back around. My opinion, if YouTube is the problem, there's nothing that we can do because we don't know them. And I don't feel comfortable asking Kevin to be a part of the panel. I would ideally, he's the perfect one, but he's got his channel. He has a full-time job and gig as well. So I don't want to take advantage of his YouTuber knowledge or any more time than what he does already teach us on his channel. You know what I mean? I also don't think that a lot of people may know that I have a channel. They just know I'm Carnivore Jerry. You know what? They may say, "Oh, that's just her name." We don't know if she has a channel. Aaron says you just have to stay consistent. People will what? People will stay. people will listen. Good point, Aaron, because I do hop around a lot. I do these live videos in the car. It's convenient for me. It's fast. It's easy. I have to go to work. And I think of you like you're a passenger, like you're in the back seat. And I believe I treat everybody fairly. But how do I get myself out there? Do I need to change my niche? Do I need to say what life is like, which is my reality? What life is like as a person that's almost 65 in February, I will be. Almost 65. I chose to be able to work because I know what the alternative is. When I retired from real estate and stayed home, I got fatter and fatter, and it was not good. So I enjoy going out. I enjoy getting out of the house. Oh, somebody's got a comment here. Let's read this one. My idea is perfect. Have a panel, and us guests will direct via YouTube to join me on Carnivore Jerry and put your link. You will get more watching and subscribing. Perfect solution. Excellent. I need these type of tips. I need it. I also need more time in a day. And I need to stop spending money. I didn't go wild yesterday with buying a lot of stuff. I am known for shopping and spending money, but I've pulled back the reins and now down to 3 forms of credit card. That's it, which is pretty good for me. I've had debt. I just hate to admit it. At almost $100,000, now whittled it down to maybe 30. I think between the 3 cards, maybe. Yeah, so stop spending money, Jerry. Doing YouTube is a huge money saver for me. I have a lot of experience. I have a lot of stories. And when I'm behind the wheel, I have squirrel moments. Sometimes the squirrel moments are literally and figuratively. Squirrels jump in front of my car all the time. Okay, Juliet said, just get agreement with guests that you only, oopsie daisy. Oh, shoot. I have to turn you. Sorry, guys. That you only want it live on your channel. 1 live a week, an hour will give you 30 hourly and steadily new subs. Nice tip. Another thing too, I don't know about. I read the description, Julia. Like I read your description, weight loss drink. I read that first, and I'm thinking, I don't know anything about SEO. I know hashtag. If you know, you know. And Aaron cracks up every time I say that. Let me turn off my car. So I know hashtags, but I don't know the whole about SEO. Is that how people search on in the magnifying glass for weight loss drink? I don't know. Does the description have to be the same as the title? I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just regurgitating ideas right now. So I am going to close this video out. It's almost 12:45. For almost 45 minutes that I've been on. Thank you all so much for driving into work with me. Sorry I made you dizzy and spinning you around, but I appreciate every one of you that help me with the watch hours. I watch all of you people. I listen to everybody, and when I put something on, I put something on for the entire period. I'll turn it on, Aaron, I'll take a shower, or I'll wash dishes or whatever, to the end of Aaron's video and keep it that way. That's just what I do because I know that watch hours are important. I also know about playlists and hitting playlists and letting them play out. So that's good. There we go. Dustin's here, she said. Me too. I appreciate you listen. Some don't reciprocate. I know. You know, Dustin is one that I want to be able to add to. Hey, Dustin, I want to be able to add to the panel, and he'll get the notification because he's on one of the WhatsApps that I have. But see, yesterday, for example, I called out on one of my lives, and I don't know when Dustin's going to come on, like this or whatever. So I called out to Dustin on one of my lives saying, "Hey, Dustin, I'm going to be going live and shopping for the baby at Kohl's. Come along with." So he's got, like, look at his house. He's got a huge house full of everybody. So he can't take an hour to lollygag on the YouTube like I can, because it's just me and Jack and the two dogs. So if you know, you know. And we're going to end this video right now because in 15 minutes I have to punch into work for a 12-hour day. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all being here. Have a good day, everybody. Dustin, you're going to see the WhatsApp question I'm going to propose. So keep your phone close-ish. Thank you very much for all helping. Have a lovely rest of your day. And you will see me tomorrow. Love, love, hugs and kisses. Squish, squish. Have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.